Hello, everyone, and welcome to Plate Stack Chat. My name is Jason, and I find some fantastic guests and bring them on for a chat. And I have slowly been working my way through representatives of every team in the United Grid League. Last week was a particularly crazy chat with some of the Atlanta Wild. And not to be outdone, this week the Daytona Venoms are here, and who knows what is about to happen. So let's meet our guests. First up, we have one of the owners and coaches of the Venoms. He has not been on the show before, but he has been talked about on the show as part of Cassie's origin story, and he might have the greatest mustache in the whole of the league. It is, of course, Paul Behar.
Yo,
And
what's up, Jason?
I'm good. And you've added sunglasses from when
Yo, I gotta show y'all the gooder sunglasses, man. Y'all
both
y'all
pairs.
are sleeping on the gooder sunglasses. They keep your eyes protected. They all do. They don't fall off your head. You can even wear two pairs.
Yeah. Do you know what? If you'd pulled that off and there was a third, even smaller pair behind, I would have been really impressed.
I left the other pair at the house.
I see. Okay. Well, good. If you want to jump on sponsoring this podcast as well, I won't stop you. I won't stop you. I mean, we've given you a massive plug there, so well done. Joining Paul and myself is a strength specialist who has tried to ruin my ability to create intros by not having an Instagram profile and a minimal presence online. So, according to his player bio, he is 24, 6'2", and a goofy dude. Potentially, he might be out of CrossFit Krypton and maybe went to semifinals on a team, or that's just somebody else with the same name. I guess we're about to find out. Please welcome the potentially goofy Nick Andrae.
Welcome, Paul! Paul, how you gonna put on some damn sunglasses? You know damn well I was wearing mine first.
Yeah, bro. Mine are the gooders though. I already made the plug, so they gonna sponsor me first.
Yeah, sorry. That money's already been diverted to a different account, Nick. Next time I'll bring you out first. So sorry. But it's not just Paul and Nick with me. We have a third guest from the Venoms. Oh, maybe he's a second guest because Paul just disappeared. Hold on, put Paul back on.
I got kicked off. I got kicked off the show already.
Yeah, I mean, Gooder must have come after you. I don't know what happened. But let's finally get out our third guest. He is also from the Venoms. He is a utility player who claims that he likes to pick up and put down heavy things. He is also one half of DJ Fit on Instagram, where you can find him helping to educate people on form and fitness. Please welcome Dylan Florentine.
Howdy. I thought about putting on a onesie, but I didn't have time.
Well, so I don't think, when I put you in the back room, I don't think you can see each other, but I can see everyone. And so I saw you suddenly sort of disappear as I started introducing people. I was like, oh no, where's he gone? What's happened? And then I saw you sat there with the hat and them having an argument about sunglasses, and I was like, oh no, they don't know what's about to come.
I literally was in a bit. I was pacing. I was like, man, I have a onesie in one of my crates, and I was like, oh, if I put that on, I'd be legendary. But I didn't have time.
I think we're gonna have to all just put on overalls for the intros and we just all gotta get some overalls.
Bro, Paul, you like the overalls.
Bro, the overalls are fresh, dude.
Oh, I think I have a pair.
My brother's got them on right now. We're out cutting.
That's crazy.
Would you like me just to pause everything? You guys can all go away and get changed and then come back and we can restart the show.
Yeah, we'll be back in 30 minutes and I'll get some overalls.
I mean, I kind of want to pick up on the fact that Dylan said he had a pair he had a onesie in one of the crates nearby. So that's you store your clothes in crates. Is that what happens?
I like to get wild during the holidays, and I just like to be in the life of a party.
Okay, all right. So there we go. Who knew? Well, welcome, guys. Where do I even begin? I'm a little bit worried because every tag that you guys sort of shared of this was all about how unhinged the team was, how wild you guys were going to be. Dylan's stretching, so he's like limbering up for who knows what's about to happen on the show. Anyway, let's see how it goes. First of all, are you ready for Vegas?
Bro, we have a squad going, Jason. Paul doesn't know it, but I'm bringing like 10 dudes with me.
Wait, what?
Wait, you wanted a room with me?
Bro,
You're just gonna show up with 10 dudes with one queen bed?
bro, you said I could.
Okay,
Hey,
Dylan, you're sleeping outside by the sounds of things, so there's no
hey,
space for you.
I'm bringing my girlfriend. So I actually got approval now with 10 different dudes. I don't know about that, man.
We'll be okay.
Hey, I'll make it cheap.
I mean,
But yes, we are ready, Jason. We're sending in videos daily. Our communications working on with the Venom, and we're just dialing in on things. And I'm excited. I'm excited.
yeah. You have some. I guess you're turning up with some new players for these matches because I mean I kind of want to. I didn't want to jump in straight on this, but I feel I need to, just because I saw some posts or like you're talking about needing players and players being gone from the team. Can we know anything about the kind of drama maybe that's happening or what's happened a little bit? I don't know how much you can share or what you want to share, but you were suddenly looking for players, and that's a bit worrying.
Man, grid is such a crazy sport because the rosters are so big. So like we lost half the team. It was 7 players that we ended up dropping in one weekend. It was wild.
Yeah, that's that's a lot of players. Is
Yeah.
everything okay? I mean,
Yeah,
Dylan,
man.
you passed the test. Well done, Nick. And somehow Nick survived. So I don't know.
No, Nick wasn't on the team.
Nick
was
wasn't
one
on
of,
the team.
No, Nick. So fun fact is like Nick hasn't even been on the grid yet. Like he's one of our new signs.
And yet he's
Yeah.
bringing 10 people with him. That's confidence.
Yeah, I mean he wears overalls, so like.
Something's got
So how did Nick sneak onto the team then?
Well, so we had obviously 2 like pretty high talented players in the league in JoJo and Alex Alvarez, and they were kind of our top strength and body weight specialists on the team. And in previous seasons, as Maddox, the other owner, and myself were learning how to manage the team, how to program, coordinate all the events and stuff like that. We relied on their experience a little bit to help to, sort of understand the positions and work on stuff like that. But what kind of ended up being was that there was too much, confusion of roles between who's the actual coach and owner of the team, right? So you guys, at the end of the day, players are players and owners are owners, coaches are coaches. And that was pretty much the main, issue was not being able to run the team properly because other players felt like, they were able to also add into that coaching and stuff like that. So there was just a bit of confusion, I would say.
Right.
And I think that confusion was kind of what ultimately led to the team being split up a lot. Like it was almost like we had a team of like this clique of these few people and these 3 people are friends, and it wasn't super cohesive. So, that went so far as to make some play decisions in that last match that were completely unawares to myself and the other owner. So they were making player decisions like on strategy without telling us, and it was causing us to like lose races.
Okay.
And so that was kind of the final straw where it was like, all right, we gotta, as talented as they are, we just needed to, get our system right. You know what I mean? You can't have a team where the coaches aren't able to coach the players.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I think over like the course of the last few shows I've done with the different teams and even with Mavers and different ones, like strategy and stuff like that has come up a lot about kind of the technical side of grid that people maybe don't see when they're watching it, and how much planning goes in, like things like the ladder, like how much strategy is in that. It looks super simple that you run and clean a barbell. Couldn't be simpler, but there's a lot of strategy over kind of which bars people are going to pick and who's going to skip a bar and how many people you're sending out and all of that. So having like people change strategy last minute, I could see being a big problem, more so than in a CrossFit event maybe, where you're an individual and you're like, oh, I was going to break it up, but actually they felt good, so I decided to go unbroken. Like that's maybe not the end of the world, but okay. But it's all fixed now, so you're ready.
Yeah,
for it.
I mean, we upgraded. We hella upgraded.
Yeah. So who have you added to the team apart from Nick? I know another name that you added, but let's who else is
everybody knows that name. Come on now. So we signed Alex Smith to replace as the lead bodyweight specialist. signed Nick to replace the strength specialist, and we actually re-signed a player that played with us before in Alex Germain.
Right.
So she didn't sign originally this season because she was actually in Hawaii. She was working in Hawaii, living in Hawaii, and stuff like that. Pretty sick. She's I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm sorry, Alex. Occupational therapist, I think. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But so she was doing some stuff in Hawaii, and then she had recently moved back to California on the mainland again, and seen that we were looking for players, and she like hit us up. So she's a stud, bro.
Nice. Oh, I mean, it sounds like I'll accept upgraded as an answer then. That's fine. And I think Nick is
upgrade.
very happy to hear that as well. Yeah. Hold on, we've got a few. Hello, Sarah. Nice of you to join us. Jeffrey's asking an interesting question. Is Dylan's hat on backwards? Dylan, is your hat on backwards?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh,
Wow.
Yes, it
Jeffrey,
is. I thought it looked weird.
on him. Yeah, we thought you looked weird, but we weren't looking at the hat, so we just.
I feel that. I get that a lot.
And
I did that on purpose. I was testing people in the comments. People
Alex is awesome. So Cassie Martinez, who we may have seen on the show before, and then, as in CrossFit's Alex Smith. Yes, Sarah. As in Grid League's Alex Smith.
That's right. Alex Smith was a part of the MPGO, so he was an original Grid League player, actually.
I think one of the most interesting things, like again, going through all of these chats that I've had with different teams and owners and stuff, was hearing how many kind of the most recognizable names in CrossFit had been on grid teams in the past, particularly when there was like the pro grid sort of league. So obviously people like Matt Fraser's a pretty recognized name within CrossFit, and he was there. And then I think it was even when I said, somebody was saying, "Oh, is this another grid episode?" I was like, "Oh, anyway, next show, Alison Scudds is on, so don't worry, we're going to be talking more CrossFit." And then I got told, "Oh, she was also on a grid league team." I was like, "Okay." So
yeah,
everyone has been. Jeffrey's from Texas. There you go. I mean, Dylan, if anyone else had been in the chat, you'd been fine.
Jeffrey, thank you. I was just testing you.
Sarah, this is a grid channel now. It's not sorry, it's all forms of fitness. We've had strong man, strong women on. We've got Grid League on, only because they're building up to something very exciting in Vegas. That Rogue is coming up. Don't worry, I've got plans for all of that. Next week we have I want to say Bleka from the Netherlands. That's a CrossFit semi-finals athlete. So don't worry, CrossFit is still very much a part of the show. But
Jason GL Media. I like that.
There's someone in the chat that's been adding that every episode, like every show. Hey, I'll take it. I've said it on a lot of these shows that the grid chats are some of the most fun. And that sort of gets noticed, that maybe the grid athletes seem to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more kind of don't necessarily take themselves as seriously all the time. But it's all right, Sarah. I appreciate that you're here anyway. So let me see if I had anything else I wanted to ask you about. I guess I usually ask the teams about the current season, but it's hard to sort of reflect on what's happened so far, considering how much you've changed the team going forward. So, like, how do you feel about, because this season's been a kind of big overhaul of everything anyway, with the change from the kind of Florida focus to, expanding out. It's changed the format a little bit. You don't have the I can't think what it's called. How were the teams divided before last season? What did you call it? Jake's here, everybody. Don't worry.
You mean the Northern and Southern Conference?
Conferences, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's a thing that pretty much does not exist in like English
you're
sports.
English, right? So yeah, bro. So exactly, like you like soccer, right?
No, but I know all about it.
Football. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, like football, rugby, like they don't have any conferences. It's all just like full, and then you have like either the team gets relegated or like pushed up and
Yeah,
down.
so
and
we
stuff like that.
generally have divisions, and
Right.
they're kind of merit based, right? So if you come bottom, you drop down. If you come near, it's usually maybe like within football or soccer, I think it's usually like top 2 teams automatically go up, and then like the next 4 below that they play in like a playoff, and then the winner of the playoff goes up as well, and then the bottom 3 teams they drop down. So that's sort of how it
but
works.
That's good, because otherwise we would have been relegated, and then we would have been in the like whatever else your lower division right now. So
yeah, well, I mean, okay, I won't jump on that, but yeah. Hey, you guys have great shirts. There we go. Let's talk about something positive about the Venoms. You've got a great look on the grid, even if you haven't had the performances that you can yet. But this is what imagine Vegas being where you make this amazing comeback. That would be brilliant.
Paul, where are we at? Paul, where are we at on the rankings? I have no clue how this should
yeah, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that, Nick.
Bro.
I think it's the first time Nick found out. Shoot.
Yeah, Nick, it's too late to change your mind now. So
I
you've
don't
agreed to it.
I'm down with whatever. I just think it's good because I know nothing about the league or what's going on.
Okay, Nick, look at it this way. You cannot make things worse. So that's good.
It only goes up.
It only goes up.
That is so true. See, I've been here for a year. I still don't know what's going on. I just lift things.
No, like legitimately, what place are we in?
All right, so Jason, have you guys gone through rankings at all with any of the other teams?
No.
Oh man, is that something that I should like release?
Good. Oh,
I would have to pull. No, it's not. It's not
it's
like
not a secret, is it?
It's not
anyone with a spreadsheet can work it out.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Give me a sec.
No, generally, what's happened, or it through the like different shows is kind of elements of grid have come up, and if we haven't spoken about them before, we've sort of taken a little bit of a dive on it. So maybe we talked about some of the formats of some of the races because we'd spoken about specific races. So we're like, oh, explain that format because maybe people listening have never heard it. So if something comes up, it's always good to take a little closer look. We haven't talked about the rankings really at all, apart from like when the Lions came on and they're like, oh, 2-0. Yeah, great. So they were very happy about that. But that's about as far as we've gone.
Talk.
All right, so the rankings are based off of win-loss record, right? And then who gets selected for going to playoffs is going to be based on point differential, right? So this is actually the first season that we're actually implementing this like season that's more of a full division kind of thing with point differential. The point differential is going to be if my team scores 20 points and your team scores 12 points, right? I get a +8, you get a -8, right?
Okay.
So that's how the point differential gets assigned to the teams. So for example, you got the Sharks and the Lions. They're both 2-0. However, the Sharks have a point differential of +10, and the Lions are at 9. So the Sharks are actually first place in the league. The Lions are second place.
We're about to be terrible.
All right. So then you got a few teams. You got Wild, Brigade, Palms, and Aces, right? And they are in that order. So Wild is third place. They all have the same ranking of 1 win, 1 loss, right? Wild is third place, 8 points. Brigade is fourth place with 5. And that rounds out the playoffs right there. So that's the 4 teams that are currently in the playoffs right now, right? You have Sharks, Lions, Wild, Brigade. Then you got the Palms next with 3. Aces with a -4. Then you got the 2 teams at the bottom, which are the Breakers and us with 0 and 2. And so the Breakers have a -9.
Right, man.
And and the Venom has some points, so like, yeah, man, we have -20.
Dude, Paul, we're just here to have a good time, man.
We're here, but okay, so check it out. I did a lot of math. All right, I did a whole lot of math. Okay, we can come back. All right, so we just have to win every race, pretty much. Yeah, that's all.
Every individual race or like whole race?
Well, okay. Now he's gone.
Every race, because we lost basically every race.
Yeah,
Dude,
we lost almost every.
So bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, Nick, what a time for you to shine. Like,
Bro,
this is it.
This is gonna be the craziest comeback in grid history.
It will.
Yeah.
It really will be. It's going to be insane.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sick.
The last race of the last match really did it.
Yeah.
Actually, don't be mean. Don't poke people when they're down. Come on.
Wait,
Uh,
has there been any trash talk between the teams?
Yeah. Yeah. For maybe I mean I'm so my kind of involvement within grid of like how I came across is like 3 years ago. I got introduced to so previous to that, just from being within the CrossFit world, I heard rumors of grid, and I always say I always say I heard about grid when I was in CrossFit the same way I heard about CrossFit when I was just sort of, in pre-CrossFit, right? So the ways people would sort of talk about CrossFit is a little bit the way I heard CrossFit people talk about grid. But just as I went and looked at CrossFit for myself and decided I liked it, it was the same thing of like, let me go and have a look myself at this grid thing. So I sort of dipped in and out for a season, just kind of, all right, this is grid. Then I decided last year I was going to follow the entire season. I was like, that's it. I'm going to watch every race. I'm going to kind of work out how, understand how this thing works. So I followed it for a whole season. And so this is my first season of like coming in informed. I mean, like, right, I know what the teams are. I know how it works. Of course, they changed a lot of things, which made it a bit harder to be that expert. I hadn't, or I was aware of like, teams everybody knew everybody, right? So even if they're on different teams, quite often they were at the same gym. So there would be a little bit of back and forth. This is the first year where I've really seen, a bit of trash talk or a bit of kind of stuff happening between the teams to the point that, I don't know what you call. So the matches are the matches, right? What would you call like the day where there are the matches? Like game day? I don't know. Does that have a name, Dylan? You tell me.
Oh, I don't know. I just match day.
Match day.
I just
there we
show
go.
up and I
Okay.
just lift things.
All right. Match day. So the last match day, during one of the matches on the live stream, they started talking about some of the comments that were being like said on Instagram between people in different teams, and shared a link to the Instagram post so you could go and look and see certain athletes calling each other out. So this has been the first time where it started to happen, to my knowledge, or at least so publicly. Nick, now that you're here, it could go to another level. I don't know. Is there anyone you want to call out?
I personally don't know anybody in the space, but we're coming for their ass, man.
Yeah.
They're so screwed.
Yeah. Who are you going up against on the Saturday?
Paul, who are we going against?
We're going against everybody. No, we're going against the Brigade.
The Brigade. Okay.
They're the bottom. They're at the bottom with us.
No, they're currently in 4th place, so they're going to be at the bottom pretty soon.
Damn right.
Paul, who on the Brigade would be Nick's competition?
Good question. I'd be like Courtney Moss, dude is strong. Who else? They have so in grid, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have male versus female stuff. So sometimes like you have certain players that are female that are gonna go up against that male player. And it's not just like guy versus guy, girl versus girl. It's also guy versus girl, girl versus guy kind of situation. So they got like, Bella Carvalho. She's like super strong and really short. So that's the thing is Nick is way strong, but he's tall. So he could get beaten out by a little short, strong girl.
Yeah. So that's no, Nick, don't shake your head like that. Because you know what the problem is. You are at a disadvantage if they have a really strong female athlete. Yeah. Because like the last match, one of the races, the final element was if you were a guy, a cluster, and if you were a girl, it was it just a hang clean or just a clean? I can't remember. But like
clean.
It was a clean. So it was the same weight bar, but the guys are having to, do a cluster with it, and the girls are just having to do a clean. So if you're strong, you can clean a lot quicker than you can, just going through the movement of a cluster is taking you longer, right? So it's not that person is necessarily that much better than you. It's just they don't have to do as much, movement. And so, especially if you're tall, I mean, I'm not tall, so you need to go against Arthur. That's the only way you're going to get an advantage on someone being
Well,
taller than you.
so that's the thing, man. So in this upcoming race, there is a like burpee to 9'9" ring. And so I'm telling Nick about it. Like, we're on the phone, whatever. He's wearing his overalls, obviously. And he's like, I'm telling him about how he's got to do a burpee, jump, touch a 9'9" ring. He's like, oh, yeah, I could do that. Hold on. Just like steps out of his car, goes into like some office building, and
It was
Krypton
because they have a studio because they had
So that's what because he just starts doing a burpee and jumping and touching the roof. Cold. He's just like, yeah, here's 10 burpees, jumped and touched the roof every single time. I was like, all right, well, all right.
Okay, now, Nick, I'm going to give you a piece of advice.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to listen to me. And I'm going to say that I stole this advice from Cassie anyway. So
Who is
you don't have to listen. Who is Cassie, Paul?
Oh, man. No. See, I ain't going to bury her like that. So Cassie was my friend, right? And that I brought to the Grid League, right? And then eventually she worked her way up the rankings with some support from her friends. Nick, she's my girlfriend, and she's the girl that does all the commentating.
Oh, okay.
Nick is like trying to follow. He's like, what's going on? But so she's she does the like commentating and calls the matches. Like the blonde girl that's in the videos that you're seeing. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. So but when she was on this show, she I asked how she got into Grid, and she talked about her friend Paul. I think she actually said my boyfriend Paul. Oh, actually, my friend at the time did this, and then she never like readdressed it. And people in the chat were really curious, like, what happened to Paul? Where's Paul?
I know.
Anyway, Paul survived.
Wait, I survived. What you mean?
Paul, how is that not a conflict of interest?
So pretty cool. Like, I used to be the equipment manager for the Grid League. I would run the equipment for the sport.
Yeah.
And so when Cassie started, she also ran equipment. And so then as time progressed, whatever, I actually also ran a kids division for the Grid League with the owner of the brigade. So Jess Kresman, who's the owner of the brigade, that's the team that we're going up against in the next match. Her and I ran an entire kids Grid League, right? And that's kind of what got me into like coaching the teams sort of thing. And Cassie went on into refereeing and then went on past that into commentating, right? So the reason why it's not a conflict of interest anymore is because she's not a referee. So she just is a commentator for the sport. I own a team now. I mean,
bro, she's definitely biased though. Like,
yeah, but even if she's biased, what she can't like.
She just
all she can go is, oh man, I think they should have won that race, and everyone else will go, well, they didn't, and that's that's
She actually does a good job commentating.
Yeah, she's very good
and being non-biased. Yeah.
I mean, you should hear the terrible things she says about the Venom.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. She's like, that stupid coach making those stupid. Oh, never mind, it was the players.
Yeah. Anyway, Nick, all of this circles back to the fact that it's just I see you as a passionate individual. Right. I see that on the grid, adrenaline kicks in, the crowd is cheering your name, the 25 people you've brought along with you that have all been crammed into a hotel room are there, they're full of energy. And I can see you doing a burpee and just smashing that ring as hard as you can. That's a mistake. Light, very, very gentle tap on the ring. Otherwise, you got to chase it down for the next 10 reps.
So, I think you should hit it with your head.
Yeah.
You said what?
If you don't hit it with your head, I'm disappointed. You didn't go hard enough.
Would that count? It's
a touch.
Is it?
It's
yeah.
Yeah, it's burpee to ring touch.
Backflip, kick it. That's what I say.
Yeah.
A little chilena.
Yeah. Jason, where are you at right now?
As in, what room am I in, or what part of the world?
Either or, man. It's up to you. What do you want to tell me?
I'm in England. I'm in the city of Bath. I'm at my home, which is nice. I'm not in a field somewhere in overalls. That's as much as I can.
I'm disappointed you haven't said mate to me just not once.
I'm not from London. That's
But mate, you're from England.
yeah, I know, but I'll throw one in later. Don't worry.
All
Okay, all right, mate. So now I don't need to worry about forgetting. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, Dylan, I think somewhere earlier Cassie said you're going to have a bigger role to play in the team this season.
Yeah,
Oh, here we are. A
Oh,
bigger role
is it?
in the rest of the season. Dylan's going to be is going to be great playing a bigger role in the rest of the season. Did you know that? Is this news to you?
I think last year I got like signed up like real quick.
Nah, you got to tell the full story, bro.
Oh yeah. So I
And
had
this
a
is why we brought
friend that
Paul on.
I had a friend that was on the Venom and they lost some players. She called me up 3 hours before the match. You're all the way in Miami. I'm in Orlando. And she says, "Hey, do you want to do something crazy?" And I was like, "Does it involve working out?" And she's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "All right, I'll be there." And then as I'm zooming. I'm going like 90 miles, maybe even 100. I might have broken 120. But Paul's calling me, Max is calling me. They're asking me, "Can you do this? Can you do that?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that." And then they're like, "Really?" And I'm like, yeah, no, I'll figure it out. And I get there and I do everything they need me to do. Was it the best? No. Grid style is definitely a little bit different. And now I'm getting used to it. Now that I'm getting used to the grid style, that's where I'm creating more of a bigger role for this season. And I'm having a lot of fun. I'm good at picking up heavy things and setting them down. So, and I'm not the best CrossFit. I don't have the best endurance, but for grid, I can do that stuff all day.
So you're a bit like the actor that sort of says, "Yeah, I can ride a horse. Yeah, I can ride a bike. I can do all of that," and then you get up there and you just sort of hope you can do it all, and actually it turns out you kind of could. But now
Yeah,
you've gone away to refine those skills. So,
exactly.
what was the most challenging thing that you said you could do that you were maybe like the least confident about actually being able to do?
No, there was nothing I was not confident in doing. It was locking out my damn hips with those overhead squats because doing them fast and with grid standard, I kept on getting no rep and no rep. And I'm looking at the judge like, damn, I don't know what I'm doing. And then everyone's telling me to hump the air and I'm trying to figure it out. And then I drop the bar, I muscle it back up, and I'm just going. I end up doing like double the reps, I swear.
So define the grid standard then on is it overhead squats you said?
Well, I know like CrossFit, sometimes you can get away with it, right? If you're going so fast, you can get away with some reps. But with grid, you have two judges on the right and left of you. One might say you're good if the head judge is like, nope, no rep. So like you got to make sure that your hips are coming all the way through. You're not getting away with any slight, little no rep.
So I find that
learned that the hard way.
fascinating because again, when I was saying like I heard about grid when I was, from people that did CrossFit, I'd heard about grid and I sort of heard about it the same way I heard about CrossFit. The kind of things you hear about grid is like, oh, that it's all about speed. There's no standards. The movements are sloppy, kind of thing. But actually, even watching the races, you see a lot of no reps getting thrown out.
Oh yeah, a lot of no reps, and their form might not be the best. Like if you throw a snatch, like, oh god, let me tell you, my snatch isn't good. But hey, I'll get it fully locked out. It'll count as a rep, but did it look good? No. But the way of the standard and the completion of the rep will be fully completed in grid.
I hope Nick's taking notes.
Dude, Jason, my reps are good.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his videos. He's all right.
He's all right. Oh. Okay, but you're in as a strength specialist then. So Nick's a strength specialist, right? Dylan, you're a utility player. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I like that Nick looks confused. Did you know you're a strength specialist?
Yeah, but can the strength guy do this? Like, are we able to do the same as everybody else, or is like
you can? Oh, that's a good question. I believe you can do anything. I don't think there's anything that you like. Is there any time that you can't put someone in because of their classification?
No, the only thing that matters is if they're an active player. So you have eight players to choose from, and only 5 can be active, and 3 of them are on the bench.
Yeah.
That's part of the strategy. So you'll have, like, for example, you want to have on the ladder all of your strength people, right? All the people that are the strongest can clear the ladder. But right before the ladder, you'll have the echo that has like damn toes to bar ring muscle ups and ring handstands and all this stuff. So finding players that have like, you know, just like both skills is kind of what makes them like a utility player, so to speak. But the positions are everybody's a utility player. Like at some point, sorry, I don't care who you are, you're going to have to do some burpees or some rope climbs or something. Like somebody's going to get fatigued and you're going to get thrown in there.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, I mean, I think it was again in the last set of matches that somebody, you had like a strength specialist. It might have been Griffin actually, was like ran down to the bar because he was supposed to do the final quadrant, and then the person before had like left one of the ring muscle ups with a med ball or something like that, and so he had to like go back, finish that one element before then going and like doing the barbell. So that might happen to you, Nick. Who knows? They might leave something for you.
Hey,
they might just need you.
If Daddy Seafoam is in the building, I'm doing anything.
Yeah.
Respect.
You heard that here first, Paul. Just put him on everything.
You knew Mr. Olympia was going on at the same time?
Yeah. Did you know that? Is that why you agreed to go?
Conflict of interest.
Yeah. When they can't find you like for the match, they're going, where's he gone? Where's he gone? And you're just out there fanboying somewhere. And they're like, oh, there he is.
Seafoam's competing, man. We got to take a break.
Are you going to bring Seafoam a pair of overalls?
No. He can't know about these.
Oh.
He already looks too good.
So what's with the overalls? We got to ask.
Dude, so I'm landscaping with my brother right now. And I thought the call was at 3:30 to 4:30 because that's what the email said. And I was like, okay, like no issues. I told my brother, I was like, yeah, I have to take a call by 3:30. And we're out off this road called Cornland cutting yards. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What time is it now?
What is it, guys?
Oh, like 12.
Yeah, it's 12:17.
Right. Okay. I think the 4:30 was my time. Maybe that's what the confusion came up.
Yeah, I'm a bit
anyway.
An idiot, so you know.
Hey, I didn't want to say it. Somebody asked earlier if you've ever called in to Kill Taylor.
Dude, yeah, I did.
Familiar.
So one of the Saturdays, one of my buddy Sam, he's always been trying to get me to do these Kill Taylors. By the way, if I did Kill Taylor last week, I would have beat his ass. Because it was just rowing and dumbbell bench. But the time that I did it, always on Saturdays we have partner workouts. I think that's like a common thing for CrossFit gyms.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
On Saturday. Yeah, so we had one and I did it, and then Sam's like, yo, you gotta do Kill Taylor. It's sandbag and biking. Stuff that I'm pretty good at. But I was so gassed and I went to do it. Man, I shit the bed so hard. But I still finished it. It was crazy.
Okay. Good eye, Sarah. Well done. That's impressive.
That is impressive. Holy crap.
Yeah. You got to be careful, Nick. Once you're on the internet, I know you don't have an Instagram and people can't find you, but apparently they can find you. You might as well start an Instagram at this point.
Sarah Cooper.
Can we ask about that? Is there a reason you're not online?
So I was deployed to Africa. I don't know if the guys know this, but I got home early July. I was there for 9 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So when I was out there, I don't know. I didn't really have a reason to have it anymore. If people want to get in contact with me, they can reach out. They have my number. So yeah, and I said just didn't feel there was a need for it, so I got rid of it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I hate it. I just have it for all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm with you, but you say oh, people have my number, which is good, but I don't have the number of the people that I need to get in touch with to try and get them on these shows. So without Instagram, this would be a very boring show.
It's honestly crazy though. Since I deleted it, I've the connections have grown triple. I'm on a freaking podcast with y'all.
Wow. Well, blame Paul for that. It's not my fault.
Blame Alec.
Yeah.
Blame Alec.
That's true. That's true. It all stems somewhere.
Did he get you onto it then?
Yeah.
How did you get? Yeah.
Alec is a great dude. He's a good connect. Well, just being at CrossFit Krypton in general, I mean, y'all see the athletes that go in and out of there. So he's definitely helped like put me in some good spots, this being one of them. And we're going to Mexico for another competition like a couple weeks after. But yeah, he just calls me up one day. He's like, hey, you want to do grid? And I'm like, bro, I really don't care. Like, I'm kind of like Dylan in the sense of like, bro, let's just send it. Dylan's a send it specialist. So yeah, he said that.
Add that to your bio, Dylan, right now.
I will. I like to pick things up and send it.
But yeah, he reached out to me. I was like, dude, I'd love to do that. And plus, Alec's a really good dude, and honestly, having him in company is fun. Everybody will see. But yeah, and so again.
Did you know about grid before?
Yeah, I went down to my parents live in Fort Myers, and I dropped in a couple gyms down there, and some of the people competed in it, and I've seen like a little bit online. Alec used to do it back in the day when I used to follow him on Instagram back in the day too, so I saw it then. But yeah, that was the only way.
Now, speaking of the Smiths, very quickly, just because we've come onto this topic, I've seen that Ben is going to be at Rogue as part of the Legends competition.
I believe so. I asked him the other day if he was doing it, and he said yeah. So we'll see.
So, any chance you're gonna make your way all the way over to Scotland to
Dude,
cheer him on?
I've been thinking about it, but that's so much travel. What is it in November?
Yeah, it's November.
Yeah, I would love to go. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Are you
there?
I'm gonna be there. Yeah.
All right, mate. I might go.
How far is that from you there?
For me,
yeah.
So I'm gonna fly because it's not far anyway. But so I'm gonna go to Bristol, which is about a 40-minute drive maybe from here, and then get a plane to Aberdeen, which is about a 2-hour flight, and then it's like the arena is right next to the airport, so it's a very easy trip for me, which makes a change because usually any of like the big CrossFit things are a nightmare if I'd ever want to get to them. So it's quite nice to actually have one relatively close.
That's a huge dub for Europe because y'all always have to come our way, and I feel like it sucks. I mean, I've seen like people travel and whatnot. And that looks terrible.
Yeah. And I mean, I have to try and justify. I would have to justify any of that travel to my wife and kids. Like, why are we not going on holiday? Well, Dad's got to go and watch some people do CrossFit. It's like, that's not going to fly. So, what's Jake saying? Yeah, Jake's asking. My accommodation is sorted, Jake. So I'm not staying in your tent. Leave me alone. Jeffrey Birchall from Texas. Rogue is my most favorite competition. Unfortunately, since they moved, I will not make this one. Jeff, come out to Scotland. I hear it's like the Texas of the UK.
You just got to full send it. Come on.
Yeah.
Everything you do, full send.
Full send, yeah. But hey, if anyone's going to be at Rogue, let me know. I'll love to meet up with you all and do something. Who knows what? But yes, I'm really looking forward to it. And every time there's these little announcements, I'm like, oh, it's amazing. So I kind of had an idea of the majority of the athletes that were going to be there. But it's like the Legends ones that sort of popped up, and people like Ben. Like I didn't expect Ben Smith to be there, so that's really exciting because
I think everybody.
Yeah, so I'm quite excited to see some of these guys. But anyway, there you go. Who knew? Yeah. Scotland in November is Texas in February. I don't know. How cold does it get in Texas in February? Does anybody know? Because I do think the change from Rogue being in Texas to being in Scotland will be very interesting for the athletes. I think especially after the games as well this year, like so hot. Let's take you to some extreme cold to try and compete as well.
Right, they're like gonna flip it in the entire opposite direction now.
Yeah, you all moaned that you were too hot. Here you go. Now freeze. So that'll be fun. The other place I would have loved to go would have been Vegas to see this, but that's I can't afford that.
You can bring the wife to Vegas, maybe the kids, not so much,
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Who knows? I might stay with you, Jason.
Yeah, you and who else? That's the problem. Yeah, I don't trust you now. Now I know that when Nick says, "Oh, can I just share your room?" he also means me and my crew that I'm rolling with.
Dude, Jason, the crew is so sick though.
Yeah.
I
Who are you
can't.
bring?
I want to
right,
meet this crew.
Who's coming? Yeah. Tell us about some of these people.
So Alec is coming. Y'all know that.
Okay, Alec doesn't count. He's on the team.
Okay,
he's allowed to come.
Riley's coming.
Right.
Right. His man, my brother, which honestly, if somebody gets hurt, he's got to be next up. He's a legend.
Okay.
My boy Jesse, he's a wild card. He works at the shipyard. And then my boy Sam, and I think my boy Cooper. Well, all these guys, they go to the gym and they're just goofballs. You know, the boys in the gym, like kind of like Dylan, you're looking like a goofball.
Yes. I can't wait to meet them.
Jake's asking if he could be one of your guys. So,
man, who is this guy, Jake?
Jake is he's always in the chat. He's always here. He's keeping this show alive. He's got
to change his name to Jake Chapman Geo.
Yeah, he'll do that for the next one. You hear that, Jake? We want to see if he actually. I think he got in touch with Grid because he was trying to find out like about if you were going to start one up in the UK, how would it work? Kind of like how could they bring it over here? So
isn't there? I think there is like a small UK league or
there's a Europe
something like that
league.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's sort of the kind of Baltic side, so it's like I want to say maybe Norway, somewhere like that. It's sort of based out of that side. But I've not seen Jake from the Isle of Man. Is that true, Jake?
I remember they live streamed it and everything. It was on YouTube. They were like playing in like a auditorium type of place, like what looked like a high school auditorium or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they had a whole setup.
It looked like good.
The full,
it didn't have the jerseys that you guys wear though. So that's for me. I was like, nah, it doesn't count. Unless you've got cool shirts.
Hey, check this shit out, Paul.
Hey, let's go.
I keep that thing on me.
I keep that thing on me.
I'll stay strapped, bro.
You could be wearing that under the overalls. What's the problem?
Or this.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Dude, Dylan, what do you do for work, bro? How are you making...
I teach and I personal train.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good gig.
At the gym that you train at?
I train like all over.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
Worldwide. Well, not all over. It's more like all over Orlando.
Dylan, do you have a CrossFit background?
Yeah, I started doing CrossFit like 4 years now? 3 years? 4 years. I like CrossFit. I just hate running.
Bro,
I'm not bad at running. I'm just not terrible at it. I'm strong. But I was in the military and I got really good at like lifting heavy ass shit.
What branch?
Marine Corps, baby.
No way. Hoorah.
Wait, Army?
I just got out of the Air Force.
Air Force. Oh, dude. We're done talking about that. I'm just playing. Respect.
We got a couple of bets.
This was the reason why I was waiting for this moment to happen, because I knew that y'all didn't know each other about each other yet.
Yeah.
So that's why when Jason asked me like who I was gonna bring on the show, I was like, you know what? We're gonna do it.
Yeah. In fact, I think Paul and I will just sit back for a bit. Nick, Dylan, go for it. What do you want to know? Nick, interview
Air Force.
Dylan.
Did you get into CrossFit in Air Force because all that time you had?
No, dude, I had literally so much time off. No, I think it was 20. I was born in 2000.
2000?
Oh, that hurts.
Paul, come back!
You were born in 2000?
Yeah.
Dang, I thought you were like my age. Fuck.
How old are you, dog?
28.
Dude,
I got 4 years on you.
Literally 4 years.
I know, but like when I hear someone's born in 2000, I'm like, dang, that's young.
Yeah.
You'll understand whenever you get to my age.
Dog, you're 4 years older. That ain't that much.
It is.
That's
a lot of knowledge right there.
Yeah.
You got donkey brains.
Paul,
That's a lot of.
I'm about to turn 30.
Damn. Jason, how old are you?
I feel bad to say it now. I'm 37.
Why do you feel bad?
Oh, I thought you were about to say you're young.
No, I'm the old man apparently.
Jason, you're a good looking dude for 37.
Yeah, I spent years of like having to assure people that I was like over 18. I like walk in with my like newborn baby son in my house, and they're like, "Did you just steal this kid from someone?" Like, no, this is my child.
Like, can I buy a beer now, please?
Wait,
yeah. This year I introduced the beard, and that's helped me out a little bit. But yeah.
Dylan, you
Oh,
guys,
Jeffrey, okay, here we go, guys. Ever getting ages now. Jeffrey,
Oh,
56.
He said children.
Jeffrey, no one cares how old you are. Just get to Rogue, man. Just get to Rogue.
No, get to
Get
Vegas,
to-
bro. If
Yeah,
you
get to Vegas.
Oh, Vegas.
Yeah,
Get to
bro.
Vegas.
Nick will sign your overalls. Or your cowboy
Thanks for
hat.
making us feel old.
Yo, Dylan, you got kids?
No.
Why not?
Don't what?
I like my-
because he's a smart
Well,
man.
one, I need to find. Well, okay, maybe I have already, but I'm finding the one. I have one. She's a keeper, love her. But
What's his name?
that was good. That was good. Her name's Katie, but no, I like my independence, and not to say I won't have any in the future, but I like doing what I want when I want.
True.
Nick, you got kids probably out there in the world somewhere?
No, man. Single as a Pringle.
I don't know, man.
Not
Might
after
have
Vegas.
Dude, I'm not touching nobody in Vegas, man. I'm locked in.
I like that. Hey, Nick, when do you guys
I
leave
knew it was
Vegas? Are you guys leaving Saturday night, like late, right?
No, I'm leaving. So I get there Wednesday. So Sam's my Italian buddy that posts Speedo things online. Crazy dude.
That's good information to know. That's good
Crazy.
information to know.
Sexy man. But we get there Wednesday, so we did the cheapest option. Get there Wednesday, and I think we leave on Sunday. But he wanted to fly from Norfolk to Vegas, and then on the way back, Vegas to DC, and then take a train from DC to here.
So what I'm hearing is that we can party all night long Saturday.
Oh, I remember what it is now. So we leave at Sunday at 1 a.m.
Perfect.
1 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
You
do
see,
even
when you
find a
don't
flight at
have
1 in
kids,
the
you can
morning?
do what you want when you want. You can get on a plane at 1 a.m. on a Sunday morning.
I just don't know how you find a flight at 1 in the morning.
Dude, Sam's my travel guy. We booked I booked my flights to Mexico too yesterday, which is funny.
Oh,
Everything.
nice.
When do you leave, Dylan?
I get in Wednesday, so I'm gonna get hammered Wednesday night. Just kidding. I'll party up probably Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. I leave Sunday.
Like midday or something?
Yeah, midday. I don't leave till like in the evening, and then I get back here around Monday. That's how late the flight is.
Wow. So you have plenty of time to recover from a Saturday night before
Oh,
you
I
get on the plane.
I don't feel any kind of residual fatigue, even if I drink.
Residual.
Wow.
Who does this guy think he is?
Yeah.
Nick said
I
he's
mean-
never been drinking with me before.
Bro.
Oh, yeah, right. Have you ever drank with a Marine?
With a Marine?
Yeah, I'll drink you with. We'll keep it PG.
We don't talk to your people.
Yeah, because you can't handle our people. You get hazard pay to be around us.
Dude. All right, whatever, you got it. I'm not even you one.
Oh, okay, this is interesting. I'm going to be watching the match in a whole different light now.
Well, and what different light?
Well, I want to see if Dylan is true to his word that he gets in on Wednesday and he's dialed in and focused and just, prepping for the match, and if there is no residual effects on him, or if I see Dylan looking a little bit like, oh, this guy's it's like he's been enjoying the evenings a bit too much
God damn it.
pre-match.
That's gonna be like I'm gonna have to start we're all staying in the same hotel, right? So I'm gonna have to do like what is it, chaperones and door. I'm gonna have to start doing door checks. Open Dylan's room. There's 10 guys on the floor. Like step over each one, make sure not one of them is on top of a girl on top of a bottle of whiskey. Like
Wednesday, I'm staying on a strip, so
are we. We're staying at the Strat.
Well, I don't want to tell you where I'm staying now.
Dude, my parents are coming. Y'all better say hi.
Yeah, bring them on.
My
they're coming to say, why aren't you working? You've
Nick's
just been sitting in the car, letting your brother do all the work.
Nick's mom can probably drink more than him.
My mommy.
I think what's more interesting that's going to come during the matches, I don't think we're going to shit talk to other teams. I think Nick and I are going to shit talk to each other.
Yeah.
Dude, no way. I'm gonna talk to Dilly.
Dilly,
dude.
And Dylan, will you be wearing the hat during the? Does the hat make it to Vegas? I guess that's the other question.
I guess I have no choice but to make the.
Hell no, you gotta leave. You gotta leave that at home, Dylan.
I don't know, man. I feel fast right now.
Bro, let's see the hair.
I feel aerodynamic right now. The gray hair. You like that? Hey,
bro,
listen. You know that's natural.
A silver.
That's natural. You know that, right? Marine Corps calls this.
That is not natural.
Oh, bet. Look at the roots. Look at the roots.
That's crazy.
So, like, y'all got to imagine that the first time I meet Dylan, right? This girl that's on our team, sweetest girl, Kristen, right? She actually plays for the Sharks now.
So she used to be the sweetest girl, but not anymore. Now she's
she's still awesome. You know, actually, crazy enough, we found Alec because one of the teammates on the Sharks like sent him a cold DM. Like they didn't follow each other, nothing, but she DM'd him and goes, "Hey Alec, I know this like team that wants to like sign some players. Would you want to play?" He says yes. And then she's like, "Cool, I'll send you his number." She sends Alec my number. And like 10 minutes later, I'm on the phone on a FaceTime with Alec. And like 20 minutes later, we signed him.
Legendary.
Yeah, bro. So like, you know, whatever. When we see after we make our monumental comeback and we have to beat the Sharks, then they're going to be all mad at her because they're going to be like, "Dang, bro, you guys helped them sign Alec. Now they whooped us." Like,
yeah.
It's going to be, but it'll be all good. Anyway, first time. This girl, Kristen, she's on our team. She's like, "Yeah, I know this guy," right? Because this dude that was on our team, he basically like got COVID. He couldn't make it to the match. He was like one of our like top guys. What?
Let me add in. I moved here like a month before.
Oh yeah.
I moved here a month before. I came from Pittsburgh, came down here. I've only known her for a month. So go ahead, Paul. Continue.
Right. So like, she's like, "Yeah, like he's cool. Like he'll be cool." We're like, okay. Dylan didn't even have much of an Instagram either. So like we're like trying to look on his Instagram, see if like he's fit, whatever he can do, whatever. He doesn't really have any videos. So we're like, cool, but like we trust this girl, Kristen. He shows up. White hair. Right? We're just like, what the fuck? Okay. Like, is that natural? We didn't have a conversation yet, but like, all right, this dude looks pretty wild. He gets on the grid, and like he was saying with those overhead squats, it's like the first thing that he does on the grid. We're like asking him all these questions. Cool. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, whatever. All right, cool. Picks up the bar, puts the bar up over his head, starts doing these squats, stupid fast. We're like, what the fuck? This guy can move. Hell yeah. But then he starts getting all these no reps, like he was saying. But then you can hear him. And like on the grid, I'm telling you, you can't hear nothing on the grid. Like I'll be yelling over to the players. They can't hear anything. And I could hear him loud, so loud. "You're a fucking pussy. If you don't do these fucking reps, you're going to fucking sleep on the floor. You fucking bitch." As he's doing 20. So, and I'm just there like my jaw drops. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? This dude just shows up and just smacks like 25 overhead squats. At like, I mean, 155 pounds is not light. You know what I mean? For a set of like, I don't know. It was supposed to be 15, but he must have done 22 or something. Like,
Paul,
there's a lot of no reps.
Yeah.
A lot of no reps.
So he just comes off, right? He comes off, and I'm like, "Yo, are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, bro. I'm gonna smash it next time." I'm like, "All right, perfect." That was the part that Dylan left out. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine, bro, you got this white haired dude just come out on the grid, blazing and screaming.
I did start the video saying excel with negative self-talk.
You did
I don't know
say
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So Nick, I don't think you need to say anything to Dylan during the match. I think he's going to do it himself.
Oh yeah, and then I'll go up to Paul and be like, I really messed up on it. I'll get it next time though. That's it.
and I'm there like, this guy just did like speed of light, like 20 reps or whatever. Like,
Maybe that's what happened to the hair. You're just so fast. You just the
I'm like
speed you
lightning
move
now,
at, you
yeah.
just stripped all the color out. That's what happened.
It's only my legs. I got really fat legs.
Yeah.
Damn! Oh!
Even
These
then,
old thick boys.
the negative talk, not like I've got powerful legs, I've got strong legs. No, I've got fat legs. Okay.
Tree trunks. I shake the earth every time I step.
You got to say that when you're on the grid. That's what you need to say.
man,
You're lining up.
They've been giving us like, they've been teasing us, bro. Because we've been talking about it for a long time, doing team intro songs. So on the live stream when the team runs
You
out
should
and
have
does.
it.
I'm saying, bro, like we gotta have like an intro song. It would be so sick.
What would it be?
I don't know.
Something by Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, get dirty with it.
Now, is there anything that prevents you from just doing it yourself?
Dude.
Oh, you should go like really like
Boom
80s
box
jukebox.
Yes.
Yes.
Have 3 speakers, one in the front, one in the middle, one in the end.
And just boombox it.
Paul, you
We
saw
can
that dancing video?
I did. I told Jason to. I sent Jason the picture of you in the shower. It was from the neck up. All right,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, don't get too excited. All right,
this boy is
And I said, Jason, put this on the profile. It'll get more clicks on the advertisement for the show.
I'm sorry, Nick, I didn't.
That's
I would've.
clickbait right there.
Yeah. I just didn't want people to show up and then see you in a car in overalls and be disappointed. So this was like clickbait, false advertising. We expected him to be doing it from the shower. I'll be like,
I think the overalls is better.
I think it's better. Guys, Ruby says just tell her and it will happen.
Hi, Ruby. Well, perfect. See, like I said, so Ruby's here. Like we've talked about it. Like all the teams have talked about it. And like I said, like we just have never done it. You know what I mean? Like we've kind of never made it happen, but I think Ruby just gave us the A-OK.
I mean, I can clip this and send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the clip right here.
When
What happened now?
Ruby says nobody's given me any songs. So what happened? Because what happens now when you run out? Is there any music or is it just random music? I'm trying to think.
It's kind of like a fight night, like like just like a kind of like a background song.
Yeah.
Like you're in a waiting room.
Jake is suggesting it's Raining Men. And great commentator Cassie agrees. So there we go.
I don't know that song. I mean, the title sounds fire.
Yo, Jason.
Yes.
Where is this on YouTube? Where is this at right now?
Yeah, it's on YouTube right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, we're an hour in, and I like that now you're wondering where people might be seeing. Oh, you mean, hold on? Can people see this? Is this live? Can people hear what I'm saying? Yeah, they can. It's on YouTube now, and then I will put it up as like an audio only podcast as well. So if anybody like uses, iTunes, Spotify, anything like that, they can also just listen to the audio. When they're doing like lawn work and stuff like that.
Bro, so Jason, is there a certain follower count you have to go live on YouTube? Because yesterday, like the boys and we have like a big old group chat, and I was trying to go live so we could all like tune in and trash talk each other at the gym, but I couldn't figure out how to do it.
I don't think you have to have a certain follower count. You have to apply for it. I can't think if it's 24 or 48 hours before you do it. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's maybe different in the UK. For us, it says you have to have 50 subscribers.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, you need to have at least 50 then, Nick. That's That's doable. If there's 10 of you already on it, you just each get like 2 or 3 friends to subscribe. You hit your 50. I just know once I went to live stream an event, and I was like, I can do it with this software. We'll get some cameras, moving around. And I went and I set it all up, and I got access to their YouTube channel, and they hadn't ever done anything live. So as soon as I clicked to go live, it was like, okay, we'll send you an email. Then you have to, confirm who you are. And then it takes like 24 to 48 hours for that to kind of go through. So I ended up just telling them I'm going to stream it on my YouTube channel, and you can just send people here because we can't watch it on your channel. So that kind of catches people out from time to time. But if it's 50 subscribers, it's pretty, doable. And then just go live.
All right.
And if you want extra help, the software we're using now, StreamYard, you can set that up. You can go live. You can also send it to multiple places. So you can go live on YouTube, and you can also go live on people's Instagram, stuff like that. So if there's a couple of them that want to share it there. If anybody else wants tips on, on streaming and setting up their YouTube channel, just shoot me a message. It's fine. I like that you're asking these questions, Nick. The guy who doesn't even have Instagram is asking about how to set up the live stream.
Well, Jason, hear me out. Sometimes when the boys go head to head, man, it gets a little crazy in the gym. So,
yeah.
And I know my other guys want to watch. So I'm going to need your help.
Hey, you've got my email, I think. And I've got Instagram. You can message me on that. Yeah, it's easy to set up, though. It's good. I'll you know what? Send me your channel. I'll go and subscribe. I'll be one of the 50. I'll help you get over the number. Paul and Dylan, they said they won't subscribe, but I will. They said they don't want to see it.
We'll go, Paul.
What?
What are you about to say, bro?
Oh, bro. So the other day, right? I do the mirror, or no, I did the ladder. So I'm just not as strong as Nick. We'll put it like that. So I'm just messing around at my gym, working out, set up a little ladder for funsies, and I hit like the first and second bar on the ladder. It looked pretty solid. I'm like, hey, Nick, put me in. He's like, hell no. So the whole damn group chat, I'm like, all right, well, put my ass in place real quich.
Bro, that was out of love, though, bro. You know, I want you on the team. We just can't.
I ain't never playing grid. Hell no.
I mean, the fact that Nick already told us the 10 random people he's turning up with are all next in line for a spot if something happens to him. So I'm sorry, Paul.
These guys are good, Paul. These guys are solid.
Oh, yeah. So that same situation, I know we keep going back to that story of Dylan, right? But that same time, basically, Maddox is the other co-owner of the team, right? This dude, he snatches like 300, clean and jerks like 360, something like that, right? Like top-level Olympic weightlifter. But he was an Olympic weightlifter, right? 1 rep, 5-minute rest, that kind of thing. I was a CrossFitter before. So, like, we're freaking out. Like, we need somebody to do this. And me and him had an entire, I want to even call it an argument of why the other person should be the person, because neither of us wanted to do it. We were like, no, I was like, no, bro. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I couldn't do it. You have to do it for this. And he's like, nah, bro. Like, I can't do ring muscle ups. You can do ring muscle ups. So you have to sign to the team. And we were arguing back and forth. All of a sudden, that's when Kristen gives us this call, and both of us are just like, fucking thank God. Like, we both almost had to play grid, and that was going to be horrible.
So this was pre-Dylan, not pre-Nick. This was
pre-Dylan. Yeah, pre-Dylan.
Now I'm here.
Yeah, so Dylan, how do you feel about that, knowing that the reason you're on the team is because they didn't want to be on the team themselves?
Oh, they told me.
Yeah, all right. They're just like, we'll take anyone if it means we don't have to go on the team. Okay, this guy.
I just remember warming up for my snatches, and they were looking at me like, okay, this guy checks. And I was like, okay, good.
Yeah, I don't think Nick warms up. I get the impression he just walks in and just, yeah. There.
Yeah, that's what.
That's because you're young. Wait till you get 25.
Right, when you're born in the 2000s, huh?
Who?
You.
I didn't start warming up until I was 26, and then I learned real quick.
It's catching up to me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but if the guys keep me fed, I'm good.
So
True.
I just do the classes at the box, but I either go like if I'm not working, I'll go in the morning, so like 9:30, 10:30, something like that, and then usually if I've worked the whole day, I'll go in at 8 p.m. And people are like, oh, 8 p.m. It's so late. I can't train at 8 p.m. That's like too late to train. I'm like, that's when I finally feel like I've warmed up. I've had the entire day to just start moving, and now by 8 p.m. I'm like, yeah, I think I can. Yeah, everything feels loose enough to work out now. So it's a good time for me.
What are you looking at?
That's exactly how I feel. The big ticket TV.
Yes, that's Jesse. That's one of the guys coming.
Jesse, you're coming to Vegas?
Is he one of the 10?
He is.
He's one of the 10.
What's his name? Jesse.
Dude, Jesse is crazy.
You can't
Jesse,
just say he's crazy and not give some context.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need a story, bro. What's the craziest thing that Jesse has done? You got to out him right now.
Oh,
Bro,
he's
so
not-
this
I am the 10.
yeah, he is the 10.
So he's fat?
He's what? He's fat?
Oh shit.
He's not that big of a wild card, but he's really good at gymnastics. I mean, what kind of story do you want to hear?
Something crazy, man. You said he was crazy. We're fact checking you right now.
Yeah, because you've also said you're strong, so we want to make sure that your stories are true.
Paul,
So,
what was that double I sent yesterday?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I saw that video and I was like, "Oh, that's 300. Oh, I could probably do that faster." And then you said 340. I was like, "Damn."
Let's go.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Hold up,
Push jerk too. Fucker.
Cassandra. Oh, I didn't even know you could click this button.
oh, he just discovered the chat.
Oh, is there a chat? No.
Have you not seen it either? Dylan? Before we went live, I said,
One of the
look
10.
in the top
this
corner.
This is like the boys. Nick has like the 7. I don't know if y'all watch that show.
Oh, and he's got the 10. He's
Yeah,
upgraded it. He's
got
added
the
some
10.
extras.
Nick is the Homelander.
Bro, don't say that.
You catch Nick.
He said,
Bro,
"Don't say that."
he's drinking the milk, bro. The other night, it's like 3 in the morning, and Nick just sends us a picture of like a tub of ice cream, a body armor, and like I don't know what else was on the counter.
There's a picture of I don't have the hat with me, but my veteran hat.
Yeah, and his hat. We're like, bro, like it's just 3 in the morning. Just here's some ice cream in my veteran hat. Like, what the hell is going on?
That's
This
some
is what happens
recovery
when
right
people
there.
don't have Instagram.
Bro, Jason, you got one crack at life, man. You gonna waste it away, or you gonna do something with it?
Look what I'm doing. I'm bringing people together.
That's
I've
what I'm
created this show.
Paul's
Here
trying
you
to
are.
double reading at 3 in the morning.
I'm waiting for the story about Jake.
About who?
Wait, Jake Taylor? What
No,
was his name?
Jesse, was it?
Jesse. Too many
Oh,
names.
Jesse does have the hat.
He says I have the hat. Oh, we've lost Dylan.
Wait, what does that mean? Jesse's on stage.
What are you reading? Is it because I put his comment up? Does it say it again now?
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah. So it's just so his comment is there. What's the big ticket TV?
Dude, so that's his other alias. Alias is like your alter ego, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. So he has a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel that he streams off of, and it's the Big Ticket TV, and everybody at the gym flames him for it because it's the goofiest thing ever. He like talks out of the side of his mouth like a goofball.
So what you're saying is he doesn't have 50 subscribers, so you couldn't just stream it from his platform?
But dude, he is sexy. He is a sexy man.
So the idea is get him on one of the teams just to distract the other team. That's the.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Tell him to wear the Speedo and then be in the other lane of the team and then flex and pose.
He's competing at Mr. Olympia.
Is he really?
Fuck no.
Oh, dude.
Oh, here we go.
I was about to say that's a huge fucking deal.
Dude,
Tell him about the South Beach trip where you had to teach me to drive stick on the highway. Oh no.
So every year we go to Wadapalooza. I'm sure everybody in this chat does too, huh?
No, but okay.
I
Continue.
mean, I live here, so
Paul, you go. Dylan, you go. Jason, I know you've been.
I'm not
I
in.
competed at it. It was the worst mistake of my life.
All right,
All right.
whatever.
I
I
found CrossFit
like with
because of
Rogue, I'm
Wodapalooza.
waiting for Wodapalooza to decide to move an event to Europe, and then I'll go.
Hell no. All right, so Jesse and I we're talking this whole time about going to Wodapalooza, and it's like I think the competition starts on a Friday, and we both take off. No, we don't take off, but we get off work Thursday, and I go up to him at the gym like, yeah, man, like I feel like we should probably leave like early in the morning, whatever. And at the time, I had Instagram, and I posted on my story. I said at Jesse Sika, I'm pulling up to your crib right now, and it's 8 p.m. And at the time, I had a manual, like one of the new Ford Broncos, a 2-door. And so I was like, yeah, bro, I'm pulling up. I'm like, we're going to take my car. This is after I get to his place. I show up. He's like, bro, what are you doing here? My bad. I'm jumping around. I got like hella ADHD. I pull up to his crib, and he's like, bro, what's going on? I said, you check Insta? He's like, no. So he checks. He's like, no shot. But he's down because that's the kind of guy. He's super cool. So we leave at 8 p.m. and then we start the journey. I mean, from Virginia down to Florida. I mean, that's like to Miami especially, it's like a 15-hour drive.
Oh yeah, I made that trip from Pennsylvania. That shit sucked.
Yeah. So we traveled throughout the night, and we're going in like 2-hour shifts and like sleeping in between because we're super tired. But Jesse doesn't know how to drive stick, so we're driving, and like he's having to hop over me, like mid drive and get in the and drive pretty much for his 2 hours. And like we pull up to Buc-ee's and whatnot, and he just jacks my clutch up. Nothing crazy happens. It's just like a wild time. And then we eventually get down to Florida, and my brother he's cutting the lawn right now. He's on the other side of Florida. He's in Fort Myers where my parents live. And we're like, bro, we need you. Like, you got to come to Wodapalooza. And like, if you're my dog, you're down with whatever. So Mike drives from Fort Myers to Port St. Lucie. Is that what it's called, Paul?
Yeah, Port St. Lucie.
Yeah, so Mike drives there. He meets us with the truck that I'm in right now, and he takes over driving, and then we show up to Wodapalooza at like 10 a.m., and it was epic.
Wait, so y'all didn't even like y'all didn't compete. Y'all just went.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, I was like, bro, y'all just like signed up on the spot. Like, Wodapalooza used to be like that. I don't know when.
Yeah. Well, I kind of thought when he said like, oh, and then I phoned my brother to just, oh, you've got to come down. I was thinking maybe he needed a third for the team or something like that.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. That's the impression Nick gives is like, Paul, before you were talking about people changing strategy and plans and things like that without telling you, and like you kind of players sort of trying to take over that coach role. I don't see Nick as someone who is making plans. I see him as
Nick is gonna do the opposite. He's gonna accidentally be like, "What do you mean I wasn't supposed to do 40 of the reps?" Like, be like, "It's okay, yeah, it's all right."
Dude, I'm down for whatever Coach Daddy Paul Behar says.
Yo, Nick, let me tell you, the first time I was on grid, I kept on doing more reps.
Every time.
Every time. My mind goes blank, and I start cussing at myself, and I'm like, faster, little bitch, faster. And then next thing I know, I hear Paul whisper, get off! And I'm like, oh, shit.
That's the
kind of doing
we need.
But when you say you're doing more reps, like more reps because you're meant to tag, or you've just done more reps than were needed for that element completely?
Needed for the element. I remember the burpees over the bar specifically. I kept on doing like 2 extra.
Right.
Because I was going so fast, and whenever you're going into that like that kind of speed, you're just like full send. But then you do 8 so quick, and you're just like, oh.
It's so hard. It's so hard to hear, man. Like, it's so hard to hear and talk to them.
Yeah, it really is.
Jesse told us that Nick sucks at making plans, but Samuel,
dude,
Nick's a planner at heart.
Sam's the Speedo guy. He's gonna be there.
We've got 2 of the 10. Slowly, they're coming.
Y'all see that the Speedo pic?
I do. I see the little glimpse of the Speedo. It makes me want to get a Speedo just for Vegas. I think we all should wear Speedos.
What do you think,
All right.
think about him, Dylan?
What do I think? Oh, actually, I can't wear a Speedo.
Why?
I have something I got to cover.
What, your meat?
No, I got a tattoo on my butt.
You do not. Let me see.
Yeah.
I swear. Nah, there's no way. Nah. That's like rated R for this podcast. Unless if Jason's like full send, I'll put it up right now.
No, I think that will demonetize us at that point.
Jason said there is. Hey, Dylan, guess what, bro? I got a tattoo on my butt too.
Dang, what is it?
I ain't telling y'all. You show me.
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
All right. We go rock, paper, scissors for who's first.
All right.
All right. Rock, paper, like that. Wait. Rock,
Wait,
paper,
hold-
scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh
Wait, was that planned?
no way!
I don't think Dylan could have planned that. He's just Dylan, what happened? His screen's gone off. Oh, he's back.
Okay,
In
guys.
the
You see me? Someone
Because
called
you-
me. My clients keep calling me. All right, let's go.
Wait,
All
Dylan,
right.
what'd they ask?
No, I didn't answer.
Wait. My AirPods just died. I gotta put my other AirPods on.
Jason, who's meme for time?
Meme for time is Roderick, and he creates CrossFit memes on Instagram. He has recently, in the last 48 hours, interviewed I don't know how many adaptive athletes for the Wheelwad CrossFit Games. So he's been busy doing that, which is why he's telling me to do some of the adaptive workouts.
Oh yeah.
But I was at an adaptive event 2 weeks ago.
What the?
That I haven't yet spoken about, but I will, and I know how tough those workouts are. So that's Roderick. He will also be at Rogue, so he's traveling all the way.
Let's go.
And Dylan's brought a new hat out, so that's interesting.
Yeah, my girlfriend made this for me for my birthday.
Oh, you just turned 28, Dilly.
Yeah,
What day?
29th of July.
Oh, okay.
Not too far, but I like to save stuff. That's sentimental right there, you know? All right, hey, Paul.
All right,
Thanks,
here we
man.
go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Get out of here. Say it.
I got a tattoo of a sombrero, right? And it says El Guapo.
Yeah.
It's
I do
Spanish
have you
for
beat.
handsome.
That's not even that bad.
I do have you beat.
What you got?
I got a cartoon penis.
Bro, you
Is it
And it's the
like
size of my hand.
Oh way!
And it's pink.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Nick, you
Yeah.
gotta get a matching one, bro.
bro, I don't have any tattoos, man. I'm a pure body.
Wow. That it's easily easier to get sold into sex trafficking if you don't have any tattoos.
For real?
Yeah,
Ooh.
At least I'm wanted somewhere.
and you're pretty. So.
Oh, shit.
Bro, you think they're gonna nab my ass in Mexico?
Shoot, where is it in Mexico? What competition are y'all doing?
Guadalajara. Nick is baptized. Let's go, Jesse.
Guadalajara.
Yeah. I
This
don't
is
know.
dope.
When's the event?
I think that's 2 weeks after Grid.
Okay. Again, we're seeing Nick's plans.
Wait a second. We got to
abilities.
roll this back for a second, though. Dylan, how did you end up with that tattoo?
That is true. Yeah, we have to.
Yeah,
Marine
come-
Corps.
Yeah. Okay.
Marine Corps. We are I like to classify us as functioning alcoholics. I don't make the rules, it just happens. And next thing I knew, there it is.
So y'all were just like getting drunk, and there was just the dude that has a tattoo machine. Like, all right, do it.
Nah, it was I made a bet and I'm a man of my word. And it was
What was the bet?
I don't want to talk about it.
Dylan, what was the
Oh.
coolest country you've been to? Chop, chop.
Probably Thailand.
Huh?
Thailand.
Dude, what were you doing there?
Getting a tattoo.
Yeah.
Do you see any lady boys?
No, there's a bunch of like little different training operations. It wasn't anything crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Who's Jar Jar Binks? Is that any of y'all boys?
No, I was assuming he was one of the 10. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know who that is.
I gotta. Every time I try clicking buttons, I leave. So my fat fingers can't touch no more.
Bro, let me see your fingers, Dylan.
Those fat little things, dude. Look how big my thumb is.
Little sausage finger.
Yeah, I'm a chode, dude.
Oh, see, definitely one of the 10.
It might be. I don't know. Paul, where are your people at?
What do you mean?
Cassie's been here since the beginning.
Why aren't they on you though? Why aren't they watching?
Bro, all my friends are lame. They got jobs and shit.
Bro, my brother's right now.
That and I don't really have friends.
Yeah.
What
What has your brother been doing this whole time, by the way?
Dude, these fields are big as shit, man. Look. Can I flip the camera without screwing this up? How do I do this?
I mean, theoretically, you can. Can you do it? That's a separate question. But you flipped it.
I wouldn't be able to figure it out.
There we go. Look at that.
All right.
Oh wow.
Oh man, let me get out the vehicle.
Take us on a tour.
All right, here we go. You see how big these fields are?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the boonies.
You should just push a lawnmower and run, dude. Be done in like an hour.
No.
You don't want it bad enough.
All right, put it back.
Yeah. You can just keep working while we do this. It's fine. I mean, hold on. Where did the sunglasses come from? Yeah, I'm just curious because I think if you're meant to be working and your brother is the one doing all the work, is he older or younger?
He's older by a year, but wait, I don't know if he's Jar Jar Binks. He shouldn't be. No, but he runs the company. So
he's probably sitting in another car on a different podcast.
No,
he's busy.
This is his whip.
All right. Oh, is it his?
Yeah, Mike is a dog though. My brother, dude, he is a working man. Like whatever Dylan aspired to be, he's like way better than that.
Wow.
I appreciate that. It's all right.
Yeah, and he's younger than you, Dylan. So
he's younger than me?
He must be. He's only a year older than Nick.
Ah.
Mike's fitter than everybody in the gym too.
Why is he not on the team?
He doesn't get out much.
Well, he clearly does. He's in the field right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he fit that much?
Does he? When you say he's fitter than everyone in the gym, does he go to the gym, or is this is his gym, just working?
No, he's fit as hell.
There's nothing like that bumpkin strength, man.
That what? The pumpkin?
No, bumpkin strength, bro. The country boys that just pick up rocks and shit. They're the strongest humans.
Bro, you wanna hear what he did the other day?
Probably.
Yeah.
Bro, so we like to live like kind of like a movie lifestyle, and we're driving, and there's like a semi attractive girl. I'm not gonna say the other day. This is like when I first got back, probably the first week, and we're driving, and there's this girl that's also driving next to us, and we like mutually agree like, oh, like she's pretty cute, and like we look at each other and we're like, all right, let's get her number, and so he rolls down the window and pulls up next to her and is like. And gets her number on the side of the road. And that's it.
Dude, you need to get better at telling your stories. You hyped it up, and then you just say, he got a number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting some, he laid down like a clean.
Oh, yeah. I was expecting he jumped out of the window of the car on top of her car. Told her
did something nuts.
There was a cat on top of the car, saved the cat's life.
Oh shit!
She was so impressed that she was like, "Can I have your number?" And it was like, "Yes, that was exactly how this was
because
supposed
also
to go down."
the trigger for the story was Paul saying about like there's nothing like bumpkin strength, picking up rocks, things like that. And then you're like, yeah, you want to know what he did the other day? And I'm with you guys. It's like, oh, why was she walking? Because like she had a flat tire, so he just lifted her car like up so that you could change the tire, like some incredible feat of strength. And you're like, yeah, he got your number.
He just stopped at the red light. I was like, "Excuse me, missus. Could I have your number, please, kindly?"
No, but he got a new girlfriend flying back and forth to Boston.
Ooh.
That still doesn't improve on the story. That doesn't help.
Now
And
his
also,
his girlfriend's gonna hear this and be pissed off. Like, why are you talking about getting?
Well, that's why he had
numbers?
to clarify as well in the story that he started with the other day.
Yeah,
And then, well, actually, when I first got back, how long have you been back?
Since July the 5th.
July. Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
not too bad. It's a couple of months.
Just in time to celebrate Dylan's birthday.
Yeah.
You missed it.
Get this guy off the podcast. Oh, no.
Jesse, shut the hell up, man.
Storytelling, 0 out of 100. Oh. Well, that's why you're on as a strength specialist and not a storytelling specialist. Yeah. So I think Cassie feels confident that her role at Grid is secure, that you're not taking over the stream and doing the commentary anytime soon.
Is Cassie in the pod?
She's in the chat. She's actually says, I'm watching live in person and on YouTube.
Yeah, guys, if you want to see Cassie, she's over there.
Hey, Cassie.
It's pretty.
She says
It's very Inception.
Hey, Cassie!
No, bro, that's my ears. Ow. What are you thinking?
Why is she saying hi?
You can't say anything.
Bro, we should be able to hear her if she yells across the gym.
But he's got AirPods on, so it's not like the speakers aren't booming out into the gym. So she's watching this probably, and Ruby's saying there's a delay.
Oh, my
so
bad.
if you like,
Yeah.
there's a delay. It's
There's a
supposed
delay,
to give me time
friends.
to edit your stories and just make improvements.
to make them better.
Bro, I have to take Mike to the airport tomorrow.
Because he's going to Boston
Yeah, he's gonna go see the
to
girl.
visit his girlfriend. That is not the person whose number he picked up by performing an incredible feat of strength that we don't know about.
Dude, he's a legend.
You like press the button real hard and roll down that window.
I'm just gonna believe you that he's a legend. We don't need a story.
Bro, Dylan,
Who's
when I
Ian or Ross? These are potentials for Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, so
The clue we've been given is that his strict handstand push-ups are better than your brother's.
Holy shit. That was a low blow.
Ooh.
Well, so those two are we have a little gym group chat, and Josh Ross, he's one of my other buddies, but he's got like a wife and kids. Like he's a grown up. He's a grown ass man.
Hey, what's wrong with that, bro?
No, dude, Ross is the man. Like he's building like his own house and it's fucking sick. But yeah, we occasionally go over there and help him out. And then Ian, he just got added in the group chat the other day. His initiation started. But I don't.
His initiation started.
Yeah,
For the group chat.
Dude, to be in the group chat, you got to win a workout.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's
That's why I'm not in any group chats. Now I know. Okay, that's good. I've always wondered. Right.
You gotta win. What workout did you win, Nick?
Did I win?
Yeah, what did you win to get in a group chat?
I mean, shit, man. What didn't I win?
Oh, sure.
Probably not the one with the handstand push-ups.
Bro, okay. I shit the bed last night on those. Check out this workout. This is what Ben will program for the class. Which breeds crazy people anyway. 30 burpee to touch, 30 toe to bar, 3 rounds of that. Rest 3 minutes, and then 15 deadlift at 245, 15 strict handstand, 3 rounds, and that's it.
So it's just like Diane with like 245 is a little heavier.
Yeah.
Strict Diane after something. Why does it? I mean, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad though. What was your
Paul,
time?
Paul, if it doesn't sound too bad, you do it right now, bitch.
on the pod?
Yeah.
I'll start warming up my toaster bar.
Jason,
Yeah.
what
Tell,
gym?
tell,
What gym
tell
do
me,
you,
mate. What?
What gym do you go to?
I go to CrossFit Bath.
BAF.
BATH. It's a city in a very small city in England, but it's coming up to a 15-year affiliate.
Dang.
So it's and yeah, so I've kind of the owners as well. Like one of the owners is Ollie Mansbridge, so he's the CrossFit Europe manager now. So he was the UK manager before, so he's like doing the the role where they're kind of touring the different affiliates and speaking with the owners, how what do they need from CrossFit, that kind of thing. So it's a very kind of all in on CrossFit, the methodology, all the kind of and that was sort of how so that was like all I've ever known.
Yeah.
So the first time I ever like dropped in at another box was a bit kind of okay, not all boxes are the same. I get it. So it's
So y'all have like a little bit more of like the OG mentality.
yeah, I think we're quite spoiled. But also the makeup of the gym is very interesting because it's like it's quite an expensive city as well. So there's like a kind of mix of there's a big university, so you get a lot of students that are here to study, but then you've got like a lot of mums that come and do the kind of the midday classes, and then you've got kind of the people that are the weekend warriors that are competing and doing a bit more kind of classes plus open gym, that kind of thing. So it's a big mix of people. Like a lot of the the coaches, a lot of the members were kind of went to regionals back in the day, or some of the new ones now kind of have aspirations of semifinals, or one told me the games, but I don't want to break their bubble. But they said that was sort of oh, maybe one day. I was like, yeah, maybe.
Bro,
but,
I love those moments when the certain people in the gym are like, yeah, I'll plan on going to the games, and you just hit them with one of these.
Yeah. It's like you're good, you're strong, you're a talented athlete. Games. I mean, the European semifinals are already pretty tough, but yeah. So that's the box. But I mean, it's interesting because it's like when everything happened at the games this year, and I'm seeing stuff blowing up online about how is this the end for CrossFit? Like, what's going on? People are abandoning their affiliates. And then I went to the gym on Monday, and the majority of people knew nothing about what happened because they don't follow competitive CrossFit. They don't watch the games. They like, if you ask them kind of who are the best CrossFitters that they're picking people in the gym. Like that's.
Oh, he's zooming.
Wow.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Is that Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. The famous Mike. I see. Yeah. So that's the nature of CrossFit, I suppose. That's the fun of it. Anyway, Nick, I feel like we need to let you actually do some work because this whole time
why are you trying to
why am I trying to kick you off? I'm not kicking you off. I'm thinking it's time to wrap things up because you should be doing some work. Dylan has been like hanging up on clients that are calling him. I'm worried. I'm worried that you're not going to be able to afford to get to Vegas at this point.
Hold up. Mike's here.
Mike. Oh, Mike's here.
Are you watching YouTube? I'm working. Who are these guys?
Yeah.
Mike, we hear you're a legend.
Dude, this is live on YouTube, bro. No crazy words, all right?
No crazy words?
Yeah.
PG-13.
What's up, y'all?
He says you're a legend.
What's that guy? Weak Things Break? Hat guy? Jason? What's up, y'all?
Mike, we've heard you're a legend. We've heard you're a legend. We've heard you're like the strongest guy in the gym.
Dude, that's not true. It's this dude right here. It's the other overalls guy.
The other overall guy. The only talent we haven't worked out yet, if you are superior, but we imagine it must be the case, is who is a better storyteller between you and Nick? Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Well, Nick's given us some examples of like telling, you wouldn't believe what Mike did the other day, and then he tells us a story, and according to the live chat, his stories were ranked at 0 out of 100. So
Yours is 0 out of 100.
Well, you gotta tell the story and see how they like it.
Which kind
Yeah.
of story? What
Okay,
story was
they
it?
got-
Something
they'll tell-
crazy you've done, something crazy Nick's done, something from the gym, something from work, whatever you want it to be. Just tell us an entertaining story.
Entertaining story.
Give like maybe something that we've done in the past like 2.5 months that's been funny.
Not the banana one.
You could tell the banana one.
I mean, this was like.
Are you gagging on bananas?
Jason's like, what in the hell is he about to say?
Yeah.
No, I mean, this one's like back in like high school. I mean, it I don't know how it ranks on like a story perspective, but like it's just kind of like random. We're like rolling down and we're like, I don't know. This is like kind of like we're back in like high school. You know, everyone steals and, you know, steals like stuff from Walmart. You know what I'm talking about? Jason? I get that look from you. And, you know, we're coming out of Walmart. We just got our fresh haul. I'm talking like we just stole like a good amount of things. And the one thing that Nick steals is a banana, right? And we're rolling out of the allegedly. They can't prove it, but like, you know, we're rolling out of the Walmart and we're parked up right next to these old people. And one of our buddies says, you know, how funny would it be? You know, they got a banana in the face, and Nick's the one with the banana, obviously. So Nick doesn't know like what they got going on. So he's surprised banana throws them, and it hits the woman in the face, and like. What happens is her stitches like tear on her face, which is like the worst thing that could happen. Yeah, but he doesn't know that. He just thinks, oh my God, it'd be so funny if like, you know, like a little banana in the face. And he doesn't like throw too hard or nothing. Like it's just a soft hole. And like it'd be like if you got like a
pickle.
Yeah, like a pickle thrown at you. And you know, like soft pickle in the face. And
I naturally get bananas and pickles thrown at me all the time. I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're driving down because also we're like trying to evade them. They got really pissed after this. And because, you know, they got the stitches torn and all that good stuff. But like, you know, we're hauling ass out of that spot because they're righteously pissed. But like we're kind of like, yo, calm down. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's like pickle in the face. And then they keep trying to track our ass down. And anyway, it's our buddy driving. And his name's Cam. And he's driving. And they just let all the schools out around us. So then they finally track us down. They take a video of us and they record us and everything like that. But anyway, what happens at the end is like they got Cameron's license plate and everything, and they track Cam down. This old woman, they track him down, and he ends up doing like manual labor for her because she was either gonna report him to the police or he was gonna have to do like community service for her for like I don't even know how long was that? Like
I don't know, bro.
it was like 2 or 3 weeks out of it, but like you know she got stitches torn up. All Nick's fault, pretty much. And he ended up having to do all this community service for her. And then I think I got suspended out of this too.
No, he did.
No, I got suspended because we left school early out of that too. So pretty much everybody in that car got in trouble except for Nick.
Except for Nick, who threw the banana. Okay, right. So I can't remember the name of the big ticket now. He's one of the 10. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he's
Not 100.
He's gonna be 5 out of 100, which is better than what he gave Nick.
No, that's worse. -5.
Oh, did he put negative? Oh, he put -5. I didn't. Oh, I don't know about that.
I
don't know about
that one, man.
Yeah,
There's a little bit of a climax.
No, what I did enjoy was that he addressed us while he was telling the story. You know, he's like, "Oh, you know what I'm talking about," which I you know, he kept us engaged. And what I really love is just in case we didn't know what it felt like to get hit in the face with a banana.
You like
he used the other thing that we're all used to getting hit in the face by, a pickle. You know, so obviously these two. Oh, see, there we go. +5. It wasn't negative. There. So
My fault.
So there's going to be, you know, I'm hearing there's going to be wild things going on in Vegas with the Venoms.
I
There's
swear
gonna
to
be
God,
this
if I
amazing
see-
comeback. And
I
what we
see him
need
holding
is that when Nick
pickles.
starts telling the stories, that they're like top tier stories. So
I
if
thought
you
were
could
gonna say
just
throw
help him,
pickles at him.
yeah. And if Nick cannot, like, I don't know, throw something at someone in the crowd at the grid match that ends up getting everyone else on the team in trouble apart from him, because that seems to be his skill, then that would also be good. So
He's pretty good at get you in pickles of a situation, if you know what I'm saying.
there we go. Look at that. You see, he's even a callback to
Bro,
the story.
this
That's
is the
good.
guy that got the number on the side of the road.
I did. That is true.
Yeah. Was there anything interesting about that story? Because you need to go and find this, play back and find the point where he tells us that story. Because it was.
What's that? Oh, the interesting part of that was she was so down to come out with us afterwards. So like we got the number on the side, and then after this, like she like I can't remember what I don't know. So I texted her after. I was like, yo, come meet us out at this restaurant. And this was like the first time I haven't even talked to her, nothing. Like nothing. There was no conversation really to be had over text message. Paul, you know what I'm talking about. And like she literally came out to this restaurant and was like trying to talk to us. Most boring chick I think I've ever talked to.
Holy shit! No, she was good.
No, she wasn't,
bro. All right.
She was not that interesting. Like it just wasn't like it wasn't somebody like that could catch your attention. You know what I mean?
Here we go. Okay, I think
it's like
with
it's
more
like Nick's
details.
storytelling. That's how the date went.
It was just a bad time. Like it was. Wait, I can't remember where we were going with this though. But like, yeah.
That's probably why Nick was like, no, she's not boring. Like she tells captivating stories.
She was not.
I never said that. I'm not gonna say she was awful. She was a cool girl. It's just we realized that she was also like a freshman in freaking college, and it was weird.
Yeah. We probably should have texted like a little bit more before like saying the things. Like it was all like,
Isn't that like how old Nick is? Like
no, Nick's
29.
20. No, you're like 20.
About the age to be a freshman in college.
24. But I'm a veteran, bro, so I can't be doing that.
He's of age.
Are you really a veteran if
This is the most bro conversation of all time. Ruby, don't worry. When you come on the show,
like you're bleeding.
Mike's bleeding. Okay. All right, guys. I don't know if you have to go back to work, but I do have to go. So it's been. I'm gonna have to start wrapping this up. All right. If she's not born, she doesn't have a shot. Who is? Find out who this is and let us know because.
Bro,
I feel like this is someone from your group. This is someone in the group chat. They know you, Nick.
They know I'm only into blonde.
Maybe it's like an ex-member of the 10.
Yeah, they lost a workout and they got kicked out.
Yeah, and now they just want to be back in the 10.
They lost too many workouts. They got booted.
Okay, well, I'm really looking forward to. Dylan, you'll have to let me know what goes on with Nick in Vegas because he doesn't have Instagram, so we're not going to find out any of the stories. But I think you're sort of apparently you were going to share a room. That's not happening. But if you guys are around, that'll be fun. Paul, I look forward to an epic comeback on behalf of the Venoms. It's people will write stories about this for years to come. The biggest upset in grid history was Venoms just coming back and stealing it all by winning every race.
It's going to be legendary.
Nick, you'll go down in infamy for that. So, just practice telling the story. So when you tell the story about how you came in and saved the Venoms and pulled them back from the from the bottom of the table to the top, it's got to be entertaining.
Hey, love you.
Paul says we got you, bro. We won't let you down.
Let's go.
Jason, we love you, man.
Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah!
Oh!
People that have just joined at the end are going to be like, what? Why was he cheering that? That makes no sense. Anyway, thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Always a pleasure. You can watch these guys. When is the... which weekend is it for Vegas? I know it's the
10th.
10th, yeah, perfect. So if you're not already subscribed to the Grid channel, go and make sure you follow what these guys are doing on the 10th. 2 days, right? So a double header. It's going to be exciting times. And who have I got left to get on? I still need to speak to the Aces, the Breakers, and the Brigade, but then I've talked to all the teams. So if anybody knows anyone on those teams that wants to come on for a chat, let me know. Otherwise, I have to resort to other means to find people. As I already mentioned earlier, next I'm back on Tuesday with Noor Bleeker from the Netherlands, as well as somebody else. I don't know yet. I'll confirm later down the line. Don't worry. Unlike Nick, I am on Instagram, so you can follow me there, Jason CF Media, and I'll announce all of that kind of stuff. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you guys for joining me, and I guess, well, we're done.